I read some old threads and did not realize how divisive the nerf to Fiery War Axe was. People were passionate about that weapon. I'm one of them. I'm one of them right here. I was so upset. I was so mad. I feel like Thalnos has been on and off since forever. Yeah, I feel like Thalnos has always been a card that like is pretty good filler for a deck, you know? Like even in Miracle Rogue, it was just kind of like you need 30 cards and that like kind of does good stuff for you. So like I guess like if the card quality in the last 6 cards of your deck is drastically lower than the card quality in the first 24 of your deck in standard, you're somewhat likely to use Blood Mage Thalnos. Weapons are so fun. I wish there were more broken weapons. People played Thalnos for the same reason they played Loot Hoarder in the 1-2 Battlecry. Draw a card. Well, it was draw a card and it was spell damage. Spell damage was relevant in the Miracle Rogue deck. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's as simple as what you said, but you're not wrong. Alright, it's time for more gigantic Zilly. This is such a silly Zilly. I was definitely oversimplifying. Weird. Why isn't the Hunter legendary weapon in this deck? The one that gives all units +1/+1? Because I mean, it easily could be. Like, Bad Luck Albatross is probably just cope against Beast Hunter, right? Or not Beast Hunter, Egg Hunter. You could cut that and run a Hope of Wealth Loss, no problem.
Nobody move, and no one gets hurt.
Smorking them down, chat. Smorking them down. Trying to think of any unchanged classic neutrals that still see play. Does Leroy not see play in standard? People don't run it? Oh no. Explosive runes. More like explosive rudes. Get it? Get it, chat? Leroy saw playing wild till Toy Druid got nerfed. Like Leroy made a resurgence for being a good charger in Charge Druid, but like it wasn't played until then. Like made a comeback. How do you guys feel about objection? You think that's happening? Ooh, they had an ice block. They had an ice block, chat. Fancy that. Ugh. Chat, I feel like I might lose right now. I have 11. They only need 6. Decks like this don't usually run a lot of bursts, so we might be okay. South Sea Deckhand. Alright, that's a neutral that sees play. For sure, yeah.
What's troubling
Can't believe that a civilized society was fine with Innervate giving 2 mana. I don't know that they were fine with it, but yeah, it was a pretty broken card. People didn't like getting Yeti'd on one. People like to meme about like the Yeti thing, but no, they hated that. All right, we back here on the YouTube chat. How's the games been going? You know, we're vibing. We're vibing. We're keeping it 2 Jillion. My opponent is playing 40 health Kingsbane Rogue. I thought they were going to be playing Quasar Rogue, but they're actually playing Spaghetti Rogue. You love to see it. Goodbye, costume singer. You really want to have hope and twist, but Blizzard is making it really hard. Yeah, I mean, I would get your expectations for twist as low as you can get them. And even then, you're going to be disappointed. It's just not happening. Any draw lasters? Where are my draw lasters at? Keep it 100 Marshillion? Yep. Wow. That got really big really fast. Just in time to be able to trade into my 6/6. Feel cheated.
To perfection.
When the original list that I built this from had a sticky finger in the ETZ. Alright, opponent gets a flare against my secret deck. You love to see that. Man, Magatha's such a dumb card.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There needs to be a you're welcome. I mean, I understand how people would BM with that, but they can BM with literally everything, so I don't think that makes a difference. But if there's something that says thank you, you should be able to say you're welcome back. Alright? It's only fair. I wonder what secret that is. Could it be the secret that they just got from me? Could it? Chat? Thoughts? I'm shocked. Absolutely flabbergasted.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Draw last, let's go. Draw last, let's go. They should bring back the sorry emote. They should just lean into the VM and bring the sorry back. Props. Finally catching Boo live. How goes the games? One of the reasons I got back into Hearthstone, I've been enjoying the game again. Ah, nice, nice. Games are alright. Cool. Reno Hunter is a bit of an awkward deck because it just kind of is pretty decent into a lot of things. So like, you kind of do decent stuff for a while and then sometimes you win. But it's not like nothing it does feels especially powerful into anything, you know. You just sit here kind of doing alright stuff and then sometimes win. So that's the experience I'm having with Reno Hunter as we speak. Don't tempt them with monetizing emote unlocks. I'm surprised they haven't. Like so many other similar companies have come up with ways to like monetize emotes. You'd figure that Blizzard would do it too. I was going to pick the bear trap, but like I think I'd rather just go with the not bear trap. I'd pay $5.99 to call my opponent a baked potato, but don't tell Blizzard that. They should make a subscription where you can spend $10,000 a month to become unsquelchable. Exactly. Yeah, of course. My opponent is kind of playing right into my hand here. Am I going to get to win a video game? I think that'd be pretty cool. I want to play this. Maybe I'll just take the 5 attack one. And push.
I wonder.
I'll take the taunt one. No, I'll take the 5 attack one. They call me Mr. Wishy-Washy because I'm so wishy-washy. Anyways. How about S plus mythic hero skins that cost $20 more but come with a sorry emote? That's the ticket. If Hearthstone had the unstyle MPG sets, surely an epic that stops you from being squelched would exist by now. Do you mind if I ask if you've had any issues with this so-called Twitch adpocalypse? What is the Twitch adpocalypse? Well, it's too bad I couldn't get a King Crush. Give me Trinket Tracking, alright? Give me King Crush. King Crush! Look at me playing to my outs and then winning like a baked potato. Poisonous King Crush. He's got Death Touch for heroes. Even Hunter. My blood boils. For boils. Disaster. Chat. I don't think this should be allowed, what my opponent just did. I think that's rude. I had 2 2-drops and I couldn't play either of them because my opponent was rude. Remember when this gave +2 attack for just a little bit? Good times. Rude. I think this is gonna be okay, right? I just have to punch this twice and then we can Reno and we'll be fine. Especially if we get explosive trap. Okay. Opponent needs to be banned forever for cheating against me? I agree. I agree. So rude what they're doing. What do you think these are? You think one of them's bait and switch? Okay. Neat. I don't know, I feel like I just win. Signature swipe, look at that. In meaning?
My totems, my pretty totems.
Totems. Hero power first. Hero power first. Goodbye, 4-4. Should just Reno now? I'm not feeling especially pressured.
You better watch your step.
Seems good. This opponent might be playing the rarest deck on ladder. It's like you queued into a shiny Pokemon. A little bit, huh? No 5 damage for you. Should I put them out of their misery? Alright, they put themselves out of their misery. It's okay. I was gonna say, should I play Reno and then they'll just concede, but they're good.
I see you've brought. I see you've brought.
Ah, I see you brought snakes. 1, 2, 3. What's my favorite stat line? 6/9.
Here you go. A snail in ambush.
I really draw all my beasts. Brutal. Also, there should be a third beast if I'm going to play this. I won't lie to you, chat. I won't lie to you, chat. It's a bit of a whoopsie. And it's really only in here to find this, right? So.
Circle round.
I don't know about this game, chat. See, like, I was just trying to show you guys what I was talking about. I didn't want to actually play that. I wanted to play this. It actually would have been really good if I played this into the explosive runes. Would have turned off all this stuff, because, like, I could play it now, but they're not actually going to kill it, you know?
Living drop all kinds of things.
I was wondering if you meant to play that or not. I did not. I did not. See, this is what they do to me. I like that I have this, thinking around the ice block. Typically, I always watch your YouTube streams because I don't use Twitch that often. It's weird hearing music while you play, but I enjoy it. Nice.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
Enemy spotted. You cannot.
Tempo King. That's not ice block. That's not ice block at all, is it, chat? Good luck, lad. It's work time for this, big dog. Hey, good luck. Have a good time at work. Uh-oh, chat. Oh, that's either runes or ward. Guess it'd be pretty cool if it was ward, huh?
It is wisdom you lack.
Yeah, they get Albatross now. I unfortunately do not have anything Ratty or Theatari to do to that quest line. Reward. But you know what they say.
Job's done.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
Can't wait to put a ton of effort into another flop. I hear you. I hear you. Here comes King Crush. Boop. Good luck, opponent. Yo-Yo Mobile Gaming, how you doing? My opponent isn't running only spells. That's highly irregular. I just feel like that's the least amount of healing I can give them. Is Ellie Mage good because it's so cheap? I'd say it's pretty decent. Man, I love Bran. Me too. Bran is cool. Do you think Return to Angora will have quests? Almost assuredly, right? I'd be shocked if it didn't. I wonder if they'll do quest lines for Angoro because quest lines are a more interesting card design, or if they'll do not quest lines because they're scared of any stigma that might be attached to the Stormwind quest lines. I guess I win. I guess I win, chat. You love to see it. This deck seems only killing slow decks. This is the actual best deck of all time, alright? It's the only one that beats every deck that it beats. Apart from any of the others that might also do that. Alright. This deck only beats slow decks. Pushesha. Pushesha. It doesn't lose to any deck it wins against. I agree, yeah. Pretty sure it's the best deck in the game with these exact cards. Absolutely, yeah.
I stand for my people.
I stand for my spaghetti. I'm gonna keep Explosive Trap because it might be Shadow Priest. Showing off that MX Master. I don't even use that one. That's the one I use for when I play with the iPad. But it's, yeah, that's my wife's. I was about to say that's my Renee. That's my Renee's gaming mouse. Does it win against the mirror? No, this game has never and will never beat the mirror. Unfortunate. You hate to see it, but it's a sad reality. I wonder if we get new adaptations with Return to Angora. I don't think they would bring back Adapt. Would they? I don't think they do it without changing it, but like, gets a keyword is kind of the same. I could see them designing Adapt-esque cards with bonus effects, but like bonus effect is kind of an evergreen thing right now, so like adding Adapt is just kind of different bonus effects. Should be able to get my hero Serpent Bloom. Based order. That order is based on a true story. That Mindseer before the Explosive Trap seemed like a, I know it's gonna be like, I suspect Explosive Trap kind of play, but then why play the Neophyte first?
Starting the operation.
Starting the operation. More like starting the floperation. look on. Do you guys think spell or minion? Spell is more devastating, so sure. I don't know. I think we have a pretty good chance of beating this not so slow deck. Something tells me. Pound it, Poggers.
Come, pray.
That was an order of all time. Alright, well. There you go. There you go. Good luck. Water Wizard. That's even your real name. Ow. Ow. Almost. Almost ran. I feel like Cult Neophyte could be annoying, but only off curve. Didn't Clergy get a man? I'm surprised there's no Miracle list that has popped up yet. People were playing some kind of Miracle Priest right after.
I see you've brought.
But without Radiant Elemental, it's like... Mm.
My blood boils for war.
Rude! This is a 40 card Shadow Mom, didn't play the quest on one Warlock. We're in for a game, chat. Buckle your face belts.
The moment is upon us.
Okay. Coin Skiliax seems good. I've seen some Miracle lists with Clergy. They're all jank compared to what Miracle Priest was doing before, though. Yeah, it seems likely. So this is going to have 10 attack on my turn. There's a chance Zeph will give me Wind Fury for that. Although, actually, I think I'm just going to play this, right? I feel like we just never lose if I play this. What are they going to do to this? Cry about it?
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
Turn down that racket.
Almost missed my Ziliax attack. Well, it would be nice if you got to... What if we just BM it? What, is it going to give me the option to Acidic Swamp Ooze? Oh my goodness, should we BM it? Chat? Should we win or should we BM? I think this is going to cut deep into the spirit of their heart, you know? Like, why win the game with Wind Fury when you can Acidic Swamp Ooze a based card like Skull of the Minari? And opponent is uninstalling. BM of all time, yeah. Hey, but this also gives them a chance, right? If they have a clear here, they might very well win. This might not just have been BM. This also might have been an intense throw. You never know. You never know, chat. It's actually starting to look a little bit like a throw. Worth it. I had fun doing that. If you actually lose, then you uninstall? I would never. Alright, all I need to do is prevent them from playing Reno next turn, which hopefully this does. Oh, they can't even Reno. Well, I mean, they might, but like, they're running doubles. It's not necessarily a Reno list. It's not necessarily a list that would have a Reno, and very unlikely that they would have an active Reno here. Ooh. None of that. No, thank you. Alright, the hero wins after all. Successfully BM'd, another Poisonous King Crush for lethal. You say you're playing MTG now. What format are you playing? Highlander. Commander. I have a Grist the Hunger Tide commander deck, and I have an Arkelos Lagoon Mystic commander deck. One of my buddies recently got back into Commander and or got into Commander for the first time. I don't think they were into it before, but so me and my other friend started playing with them. It's good times. I just made like giant, huge upgrades to my deck too, so it's cool. Grist is kind of tough. The Arkelos Gates deck uses the there are these cards called gates. So like they'll have like gate in the title usually, but their subtype is gate. And there's a card, Maze's End, that wants you to have 10 gates out on the field, and if you do, you win the game. So that's the point of my deck. So that one can win because it just plays lands and sometimes accelerates out a ton of lands, and at a certain point you just get to win the game because your opponents gave you enough time and weren't running any land destruction. But the Grist deck is a bit of a tough cookie because the Grist deck wants me to play a bunch of it, like a ton of insects. Not a small amount, a lot of them. And insects are generally bad. So it's a bit of a pickle. Goodbye, MartianBuu. Goodbye, Valord. That's a fun win con. So I think I'm gonna start shifting my Grist deck towards being a Reanimator deck, because so the Grist wants you to discard the top card of your deck and you get a token, or like you get a little insect to attack with, and if the card you discarded off the top of your deck was an insect, you get to do it again. Like you repeat the process until you don't hit an insect. So if you hit a bunch of insects in a row, you can get this giant army of things to attack with, which is the way that the deck is built right now. But even though it has a bunch of insects and it has stuff that turns my creatures into insects and it has stuff that puts a bunch of cards from my discard pile on the top of my deck, so I can stack a bunch of insects on the top of my deck, it's like you jump through so many hoops to do such a modest effect that it ends up being a little underpowered feeling. So I'm trying to maybe shift it to be a Reanimator deck, because I just added a couple of cheap reanimation is when you take a creature from your discard pile and put it into play. So I added a couple of those that were just really cheap. Guess I'll take subject 9. And those have been really good, and it kind of makes me want to just add in a couple other cheap good ones and put I have these like really high cost insects in there before to reanimate. So anyways, I might shift the deck more towards that because it seems a little bit more feasible than trying to go for a big Grist swarm turn. Quasito, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How are you? How was your stream? I hope you had a good time. Hey, Xenowild. That seems good. I think we just win, right? Like, I don't think they're dealing 25 damage behind this taunt. So I just soften them up a little bit here, and then we zep them down next turn. You're playing Battlegrounds? Nice, nice. How is Battlegrounds these days? I haven't played in a while. Watch them just prove me wrong. Okay, good. It'd be so funny if they deleted me over the top. Day one of asking for OTK Egg Hunter. I could play that. I like had already started my stream and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should have just played Egg Hunter today. Ooh, hey, Naielle. Naielle?
Ah,
Naielle?
I see you've brought. I see
Moist Ghost. Moist Ghost. I guess my plan is to go snakes into Mad Scientist into Naielle. Hurt my feelings. Mm. I just passed the official USPS mail carrier exam and it feels nice. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I believed in you the whole time.
Lush wilds and clear
Did you subject the only new card in my deck, Moyas? Why would you do that to me? I'm out here trying to play with Naielle, and you're just objecting to that? Rude. Maybe also the problem of orc fatigue in WoW wouldn't be as bad because Hearthstone expansions are much shorter lived. People get tired of orcs in WoW. I don't know. That feels like getting tired of humans. Which I don't know. I don't relate to that at all. That seems like going to a pumpkin pie place and being sick of their pumpkin pie and still going there, you know, like so core. It's a random example, but you get what I mean. That was a big complaint about Warlords of Draenor was that everything was orcs. It's so interesting. Did we complain about Wrath of the Lich King that everything was zombies?
My blood boils for war. Shaken or stirred.
Warlords of Draenor was fun. I had a fun time playing Warlords of Draenor. I remember I spent a few weeks trying to farm a moose mount, and then it just turned out I ran out of time. Like I needed like 2 more weeks than I had to complete my big endeavor to get the moose mount. And since I had already sunk so many weeks into it, it was like a big source of burnout for me, and I didn't play. What was the next one? Legion. I didn't play Legion for a bit. But I ended up really liking Legion.
enemy spotted. You cannot hide.
I knew that they had a 4-cost counter spell on hand, which is why I risked that. Oh, well, it worked out for me. So good job, me. You stopped in Mist of Pandaria and came back for Legion. It was great. Yeah, I thought Mists of Pandaria, it was very kobolds and catacombs for me, where like the premise was so stupid, but then I played it and I loved it. The delivery was awesome. Panda expansion had a large chance to be awful, but it ended up being so lore rich, you know. It was really fun, like especially because I was at the point where I was mostly just single playering World of Warcraft. Yeah, I liked Pandaria a lot. Mythic Plus was such a good addition for people who prefer playing with friends. So yeah, I remember that happening and there being like all these cool Mythic exclusive skins. Like I remember really wanting the Warlock one, I think, but I didn't have like a group that I played with regularly, so that content was just kind of not available to me. So it made me sad, but yeah, I can see how it'd be really cool. I miss my MMO days, but I really don't have enough hours in a day to go down the rabbit hole again. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Even shaman, huh? If you say so. What's up, T-Bob? Goodbye, my tutu. If you roll Healing Totem here, you're a filthy cheater. Just saying. Alright, good. Not that it mattered, right? Because I'm probably going to play this. Yeah. Mythic dungeons nowadays are really toxic if you're solo queuing. I remember, like, I had a lot of fun solo queuing random dungeons in Wrath of the Lich King and in Cataclysm. Now it just all feels so easy. You know, like, when it mattered that I knew the dungeon or not, it was fun. But when you can just kind of queue a dungeon and win without knowing anything, boring. You just kind of like go in and the couple people who are overgeared sweep through the whole thing for you. The last couple times I've tried. But like this is just like heroic dungeons, not mythic. I don't know about how mythic is. What's a good list for OTK Druid and Standard? Good question, Doogie. You get back to me when you figure that out. Haha, get zombies. Okay, well.